We have to talk about that storm. That is a very, very dangerous storm. Not only is it the earliest Category 4 for the Atlantic, but on top of that, we're talking about ocean temperatures that are warmer than they typically are this time of year. This seems like September ocean temperatures, and here we are rolling into July with those warm sea surface temperatures and a very dangerous storm. All right, closer to home, we've got cloud cover, a few showers out there. Live view from Ensign Peak. We've got a cold front moving through the state, and we are into July, and that has cooled our temperatures from the high heat over the weekend. That means we look back at June, second warmest June on record. Our neighbors to the south, Phoenix, had their warmest June on record ever. We weren't trailing far behind, and we were very dry. Considering that we had an early onset of the monsoon, we didn't see a lot of moisture at Salt Lake International. Looking at our precipitation calendar, it was only June 21st where we got over 0.3 of an inch, and that accounts for the moisture that we saw in Salt Lake City for the entire month. Not great there, but when we talk dry, we have to consider drought, and we're coming off of 2 solid winters. And as we see that yellow, that's abnormally dry conditions, and it's on the eastern side of the state and down towards Washington and Kane County. Now, 24% of Utah facing abnormally dry conditions, but that is not officially into the drought monitor. Good news, 75% of the Beehive State not facing drought, and even though we're drying out, drought conditions staying away right now. Good news there. Live view from Utah Lake where people are on the water. We can see that cloud cover, and that goes hand in hand with the cold front you noticed on satellite radar. Moving through in the last few hours, it's going to stall out. Notice how since about noon we've had some spotty moisture. That continues this evening, and we could see a slight chance of a shower popping up, but not a tremendous amount of moisture with this front. We do see increased winds to the south of it. Temperatures in the 80s, 70s in Heber, 90s in Moab, 102 in St. George. The 24-hour temperature change shows that the front moved through this morning, and it did its job. Numbers dropping 18 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday. Sweating over the weekend. Triple digits Saturday and Sunday in Salt Lake City. And then the 80s. Okay, we'll take the breather. 80s turning to 70s by ABC4 News at 10 with partly cloudy skies. We will see temperatures remaining slightly below average. Live view from Cedar City. It's 90 degrees. That's the view from the Cedar City Airport. We've got clear conditions, but this is one of the spots facing fire danger. Red flag warning in effect until 9 p.m. for the Southwest Desert and portions of Juab and Millard County. Also extends over towards Lake Powell. Wind speeds pair into that with Cedar City and St. George, Hanksville getting double digits here. Those southwesterly winds are a problem. We already have high heat in the south. Dry conditions and a fire start would spread very quickly. We don't get rid of fire danger though, and I'll show you why. As we look at the big picture here, here's the low that sent that cold front through our state. Moisture starved overall. We get another as we head into the midweek Tuesday into Wednesday. That will allow for a pleasant holiday in northern Utah for the 4th of July. But you see that high pressure looming. It's like, hey, I'm coming back. Southern Utah doesn't get much of a breather, and they sizzle in their 7-day. We'll also see that high heat building back towards triple digits in the north. Futurecast shows the front stalling out. We get a few showers tonight, and then into the early morning hours, the Uinta Basin could see a little wet weather. Dry for our Tuesday. Below average a bit. It's going to be nice. And then heading into Wednesday, that cold front pops back up. And here comes this other one that's going to moderate temperatures just a little bit, allow for cloud cover. Doesn't look like a tremendous amount of moisture. Temperatures in the 80s for tomorrow, 80s and 90s on the eastern side of the state, 104 in St. George. Where we look at the next 7 days in Washington County and we cook. 4th of July brings in 109. Oh boy, that's an air conditioning day. We hold on to the high 100s there for the weekend. Independence Day in the north, really pleasant. How great is that for a 4th of July forecast? We'll take mid-80s anytime we can get it. As we look at those 80s, they stay that way for the next little while, getting back to the 90s and high heat building in for the close of the holiday weekend. So since the holiday falls on Thursday, a lot of people are taking Friday off. So we're going 80s to 90s. The weekend looks hotter. So if you want the summer heat, it's there. You just get a day or two where you don't have to have it.
That's fair.
I like it.
That's fair.
We're liking the start of July.